Welcome to another week, another episode of Yes, it is the one and only Snobcast. Snobcast. You guys doing good?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Great. I'm doing great.
Monday night with some rum. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
So smooth.
Good weekend? Did anything exciting happen to you guys?
I destroyed 2 rooms.
I know what that means. Like you,
Reynolds, never rip stuff off walls.
Did you do it with a hammer?
It's very cathartic.
did you invite Steve over to hit stuff with a hammer?
No.
I would have came to hit stuff with a hammer.
I could imagine you got some issues you need to work out. What better place to work them out than a concrete wall?
Oh yeah. you think the script needs work? Fuck you, Jerry.
That's how you get fired. That's how you lose your parking spot on the lot.
It's already gone.
What about you?
Me. It was all right. I went away for the weekend with my girl.
Oh,
And
yes.
2 days up north.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Yeah.
And they got a massage. Yesterday it was like 26 degrees, so we like hung out all day by the pool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the
Nice.
pool was heated too, so that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And just had a good old time. Ordered food in the room. Got massages. Uncomfortable, but it was good.
It was uncomfortable.
I think it's the second time I get a massage. It is the second time. The first time was with my ex. We were in the same room situation, which I didn't enjoy.
That you're in the same room as her, and
Yeah.
did you take a guy or a girl?
I always ask for the girl because my shoulders are really tense, and I don't want a guy to
You don't want a guy to really dig in deep.
Yeah, and I know I need that, but I want to enjoy my massage.
Now, did you ever go for a massage?
I've been for a massage.
Guy or girl?
I had a girl, but I didn't. I just said like I'm not gonna be there. Like, oh yeah.
You didn't
I want to
choose.
go. I'd be like,
But they asked
I don't
me.
give a shit. I always say I don't care.
You don't care.
I know they asked me, and I said deux femelles, two women.
You said girls.
Yes, you?
When I've gotten maybe like 6 or 7
Excuse me.
massages. I love claiming it off my insurance. But
Shit. I got a receipt actually, so it's good.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
definitely. But I usually when I go, I ask for a woman. This time when I went with Alain, I guess I felt like the situation itself was uncomfortable because like they go to Alain and they're like, do you want a guy or a girl? And she was a girl. Then it comes to me and I'm like, a guy.
Wow.
Like I just
because what, you thought she was gonna get like freaked out?
not like I
Jealous?
thought that she was gonna like care. So I'm like a guy.
You didn't
And-
want to sound like a Hollywood exec. is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
So wait, so you stuttered, you stuttered, you fumbled
Yeah,
on
yeah,
your
yeah,
words
yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and then that's which makes it even weirder.
Yeah.
A guy.
So I said guy, and the girl disappears into the shadows of whatever of the spa. And Ella's looking at me, and she's like, "A guy."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah." Why? I'm like, I want to get it, deep. And I'm in my mind, I'm like, why the fuck did I take a guy? How am I ever going to be able to unwind? It was the most uneasy massage I ever had. Oh, look at this.
Who's getting a phone call?
Just getting a casual call.
Oh wow, great.
I'm like, how am I ever going to unwind and relax with this? And it wasn't even, like, at least if it would have been, okay, this is going to sound even fucking worse, but at least if it would have been like, like, oh, look, it's like Taylor Lautner lookalike.
Okay. So
But it
this
wasn't.
guy
It was.
resemble, like
It
a
was.
6'5" or?
It was Francois. He was like
Francois?
65. He was
Okay.
like 65. When he spoke with like that old man sound. Hey, the girl.
So he might have not even had teeth.
I don't know. He sounded like if he was gonna press too hard, he was gonna need a massage after.
Okay.
And how do you unwind with that? How do you let somebody do your inner thigh and combat a fucking erection? You're there, and I spent the entire time like, if it moves, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself.
So when he flipped you over, or when you flipped over, to do when you go on your back, right? Because now
I start off on my back and then I went
Yeah.
to the front.
Yeah. Oh, he did your back first, or he did your front first?
He did me with my like.
No, you did your back or your front first.
He did my back.
Yeah, like usual.
Yeah.
So you get under
Yeah.
the cover. They snuggle you in there.
Yeah.
Me personally, I went in with shorts. I didn't feel comfortable with just wearing nothing. Did you go naked?
Yeah.
Well, that's even weirder for you.
Yeah.
At least I wore shorts. And
You could do that.
wear shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just like showing your cock to
Well,
everyone.
no, I was told to like. You know.
No, the girl. I could have worn boxers, but I didn't want to. I ended up wearing the shorts I was wearing all day long. But which were like fine. She had to lift my short up to do my inner thigh. But which is fine. I gave her a nice tip at the end. She didn't bitch. She was more.
I didn't
grateful
give
than
my guy
anything.
a tip. I couldn't unwind.
So you did an hour massage.
Yeah.
And
It
you-
was an
and-
hour of agony.
So for me, it was when she got to the inner thigh.
I've never left the massage more stressed.
But for me, the hour went by really quickly.
Oh, it does, especially if you fall asleep. If you pass
I
out.
was like, when she got to when she did like my shoulders and my neck and stuff and my head, like that's where you get me. I'm like, holy shit. And you never realize how good like an arm massage is, until they start rubbing your fat around your arm.
Or they get to like here and it's like, and then everything just melts away. Or when they start, when they do like, I don't know, are you ticklish on your feet?
They asked me, but I said to do it. I'm ticklish only at the touch. Like with the first time you touch it, I'll jump. But then after that, it's fine.
So this is like a normal massage, like a Swedish
It
massage.
was a Swedish massage. And
Okay.
the Swedish chef for the Muppets was not there, which I was very disappointed in.
You would same thing, right? You got it was like a Swedish massage.
I don't know. It's
Like full body massage.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
legs
yeah,
and arms.
yeah.
And
You didn't
feet.
go there saying like, "Oh, I need a therapeutic massage because I have a really bad racquetball arm," But actually when I went when the guy did me, I took a therapeutic massage. I go, I've been having shoulder pain.
So what does that mean?
So rip into the shoulder. They'll do you like a full body, but then they'll concentrate on an area and they really try to like work whatever's in that area.
Mm.
So he was concentrating on my shoulder. I don't know.
Well, okay, here's a question. Maybe this will help you kind of coax it out. How were his like old man hands? Were they able to,
They were very
discomfort aside? Like, how was it? Like, do you have still have that power in there?
No, he had. Yeah, no, he definitely. He definitely had. He definitely had power.
Okay. That was a way to.
He was
word it.
definitely a powerful man. But I don't know. When I flipped over and he's like, "Okay," he's like, "Just spread your legs a bit." I'm like, I can't believe I'm hearing these words from a man.
I can't do it.
I can't believe I'm hearing these words from somebody who's not a proctologist. You know what I mean?
I hear you, man.
Like,
I hear you.
not to be like, it's not a homophobic thing. It's just that I am personally,
You're not used to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not, it was very uncomfortable, and I feel like uncomfortable situations like that in your life, there's probably a lot of like.
Well, I think we've all had
But
uncomfortable situations.
But just to clarify, I wasn't uncomfortable. I was just trying more not to get a boner, even though the lady was old.
But did you end up falling asleep?
No, I was very relaxed. But the thing is, when she got to my inner thigh, I also at that point had to pee. So I was trying not to get a boner, and also trying not to pee.
You always go pee before.
I did, but I had drinks and water throughout the day. So yeah, but I was fine. Like and then
When I went, I farted.
I did too.
I farted, and my girlfriend burped.
Oh,
But she burped
But you guys
asleep.
you guys in the same room?
Yeah. We do the couples thing. Like
Okay.
I hear, you first when the masseuse shows up, it's the best is like when they're being quiet at the beginning, like to get you in the mood, and it's
Hi, how are you?
hi. It's like you're listening to ASMR. Hi. Okay, so what's gonna happen is we're gonna go outside and you're gonna take off whatever you're comfortable taking off, and when you're ready, we're gonna come back, and then we're gonna get started. Just slip under the blankets. After you slip under the blankets, we're gonna come back in and we're gonna start the massage. Okay. And then they put and then they put the Babbling Brook music, that fucking new age. Yeah.
For me, it was a lot of guitar.
Yeah, and actually, one time when I went, they played like super like lo-fi loungy Rod Stewart. It was great. It was so relaxing.
Have I told
Yeah.
you lately?
It was great.
You know what I would like to get massage to?
some
Like
some Dragon Force.
I thought you were gonna say, you know what I left? You know what I would love to get massaged?
I like the bottom of my kneecaps.
Okay, now hear me out. Imagine you're there, flamenco.
Well, maybe a bit too intense.
No, but like think about it.
You would
Yeah.
Like-
You should go get a massage with my girlfriend. She would love that.
You know?
But you can't, because then while you're getting your massage, you're going to hear her in the background going like this.
But that's
And then how you de-stressing? You know,
Yeah.
you're listening to some music that's like
because
it's
like it's
No,
it keeps you in the
You
moment.
need some Bobby Bazzini.
what? No, not Bobby Bassine.
Yeah. Why?
Well, it's not just.
You need something soothing.
Yeah.
Some Sade.
No, but that's what
Oh
I'm
yeah, that's
I'm
what I
talking
mean. You
about.
know,
Smooth operator.
your love is king.
Or the best would be like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
they,
Yes.
like they plug in your phone and they just like randomly play songs
Oh no.
that you've liked, like that. I feel like that would be like very special.
Ladies and gentlemen, Goga
Sacrilege.
Sacrilege.
Yeah, and Steve's there just trying not to get a boner.
Talk about an uncomfortable situation after for the therapist when she has to whisper in your ear, okay, yeah, you can put your pants on now. I'm gonna step inside the room and I'm gonna give you the receipt. And when we come back, you can choose to tip later on or when we come back inside the room. So you can put your pants back on. And when you're ready, just come meet us outside.
The girl told me in French, but I'll do it in English. She put like a cloth on top of a warm cloth on top of my head
Ooh.
and over my eyes, and then when it was done, she took it off, and I was kind of just like you're kind of just,
Yeah.
messed up.
You weren't expecting it.
Yeah,
You're in a warehouse.
so and for some reason,
Where's the trigger?
For some reason, it didn't look. I didn't remember what she looked like, so I was like, "Is this the same person that put me down before?" But and then she comes to me. She goes, "Okay, listen, we're just gonna. You can stay as long as you'd like, and then just when you're ready, I'll be on the other side of that door." And I'll be waiting there. I'll give you my business card if ever you want to, do the same thing again.
I wonder if people, as they're outside waiting, if people have banged in that room.
There was a shower in mine. Is that weird?
I mean, maybe to wash the oil off.
Yeah, I showered in my room after, like a normal person.
Oh, some people,
I guess, but some people, like there's a couple that was there that were not staying in the hotel, and they just they fucked off. The husband showered, the wife did not. Because
Maybe
she just. I walked in, the guy was in the
She
shower.
might have not been the wife.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? She doesn't care about the leather seats in the car. But yeah, that's uncomfortable. That, believe it or not the most uncomfortable massage I've ever gotten. My neighbor gave me the.
Oh, it wasn't that.
It was like a death massage.
Was he a man?
Yeah.
There's something wrong with you.
Well, no.
Yeah, well, you've brought that up. You've covered that briefly in another episode.
Yeah, it was very, very
But
painful.
the thing is,
I was in my underwear for that one, and
which is still weird.
Yeah, and because he had to rub like an oil on me. But
This is getting weird.
it was so painful, and he wasn't afraid to get close.
Well, as long as he wasn't in his underwear, I guess.
Yeah, no, I know, but his son was walking around, which was hilarious. He's like 5.
Literally your next door neighbor?
Yeah, literally, like right here, next door.
We've met him before.
Yeah. He's a super nice guy.
Hector?
Nelson, but
Yeah.
racist. Hector, what is he? A Fast and Furious movie.
Who knew? He's panning out oils and stuff.
That's
So wait, is he like some sort of masseuse or?
in his country? But then again,
In his country.
all those people say that in my country, I was physiotherapist / nuclear physicist.
And now what does he do here? He's like a
Over
tattoo artist.
Over here, I make homemade remedies. No, I don't know what he does.
Oh!
I know
wow,
he does.
You,
I know he does massotherapy on the weekends, but I don't know what he does like as a full-time job. He also sells natural products, which are actually very good.
there's no drugs.
No drugs.
No drugs.
No drugs.
Steve, do you believe that?
Seems like a nice enough guy, and I guess we just have to go from there.
How uncomfortable would it be if you go to your neighbor's house and as you walk in, it's just full of drugs?
I mean, you don't say much. You're there for massage, right? So.
Yeah, but
Or are you talking in general?
in general, like you would go to your neighbor's house.
Like I would be like, I'd probably go like, oh, that's heavy, and then. Like,
But do you say it internally, or do you let
oh,
it
you
out?
definitely go internally.
No,
You're in the house.
Seriously, if you go to your neighbor's house and you walk in the living room and there's just a big bag of coke and somebody's power snorting lines and they're watching like a movie from 1938, and he's like, yeah, it's right by over here, and you're just hearing that, you're not gonna be like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, but I won't say it, but I'll think it. Yeah.
Hey, I didn't know you guys were hip.
How uncomfortable would that make you, Steve?
And then the next weekend they come over for supper.
Your mom invites them over.
Yeah,
Oh, this is such a nice couple.
yeah.
It's like, well,
Yeah, well.
I guess it doesn't make you a bad person, but I would be like a little
No.
like, oh, that's that.
Well, no, if he has a
That's
couple of heads in the freezer, then
Well,
That's
they're
different.
just problems. But like, I don't know. I'd be like, but I'd be, I would kind of be uncomfortable. Not too uncomfortable because it's like, you're in your house. There, like, what else could you ask for? But like, I'd be like, well,
But you've had situations where you've been uncomfortable internally as well.
Oh,
like
yeah.
many situations.
Oh yes, oh yes.
But one that I remember very, very vividly because I was there.
You were there.
Can
you
we
were there,
please
yeah.
hear this story for all our listeners about uncomfortable stuff?
Okay, so
It's about like 5 years ago.
yeah, this is like so some years ago. So we went to a shisha bar. Okay, so there's me, there's Johnny. I was with my ex. Johnny was with this lady. He was seeing.
This lady.
This lady he was seeing.
It's a young
Well,
lady.
later she was like
Young lady.
She was like our age.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, well, she's still a lady. There. Anyways,
Was
and so now we got there, the three of us. So we got me, my ex, and Johnny. The lady was already there, and she was there with a friend. Cool. Now, this lady friend of Johnny's, she
dabbled.
She dabbles, like she likes the boys and she likes the ladies,
Okay, there's
Hey,
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with
you
that.
can drink 2 colors of Kool-Aid.
But
doesn't
you're
matter.
telling me, So we're sitting there and stuff, and like whatever. We're chilling. We're waiting. We got a room in the back. We were just kind of waiting for that to get all ready. So we're sitting down, whatever, just talking, and then suddenly, friend 1 and friend 2 start making out. So it's like, hey, everyone's all good here, right?
Like girl being courted and her plus one.
Yes,
Start
exactly.
Hammering tongues.
So
Pretty much. Well, I know about tongues.
So
So definitely making out.
they were making out pretty, like,
Yeah.
Who was
I
making out?
didn't like.
It was
like,
a bar on Saint Denis. I mean, you can't really.
yeah,
you
like
know.
it started.
Imagine if you would have made it really.
So I was like, oh, okay, like,
what you gotta
do your shit. I don't give a fuck. So, night goes on, shishaing this and that. A few hours, like maybe 2 hours, an hour or two later, this guy shows up. Okay, and so he knows. So he knows Johnny's lady friend, and he knows the other girl. Okay, so. We're all sitting down.
This sounds like a
And he-
hilarious rom-com situation.
And he starts telling me, he's like, that the other girl who was just making out with Johnny's lady friend is his girlfriend. So it's like,
No.
it's like, well, like.
That's not all he said.
So wait, well I'm getting there. So it's like, that's your girlfriend. I was like, but she was making out. No, I'm trying to like think. It's like,
You didn't say that out loud. She was
No,
making out.
I was thinking this.
You were
like,
panicking though mentally.
because I was.
His palms were so sweaty.
Because I
Feed
was trying to figure, is he like, oh yeah, do that, go ahead and do that, it's hot or whatever. So I'm just trying to figure out like what's the deal here. And he starts going on. He's like, yeah, it's, it's 5 years we're together, and I was 5 years with my ex too at that time. So he's like, oh, so you know how it is, these girls, you got to keep them, they're like fucking, I'm so lucky, this and that. I'm inside, I'm fucking looking, I'm nodding my head, I'm like, fra.
No.
Like, do you know? Like, is this like your thing? Is that fine to do, or is I just like stumble on something you're going on about how fucking lucky you are? She just fucking made out with someone like an hour ago.
You see, the thing is, I was okay with it, but I don't think this guy knew.
No,
I don't- I don't-
Because they didn't stop. They didn't make out after he was there.
Yeah.
So,
Did he make out with her?
well, they were a couple.
Yeah, they were just all
They
coupling.
were just
I guess,
coupling. Coupling.
Yeah. So I was just there. He's just telling me.
I don't
he's
know
like,
how I would react, honestly.
He's like, man, we're lucky. We got to keep these girls. I'm just there. I'm like, exactly. But inside, I was fucking dying. I was like, no.
He doesn't know. I wonder if they're still together.
I wonder if he ever found out.
Shit.
They're probably not still together.
I wouldn't. I don't remember his name. I remember her name. I don't remember his name.
If you're listening and you know who you are,
Blonde girl.
if you're blonde,
yeah.
if you're blonde and you made out with a girl and had a 5-year-long relationship at least with a guy,
Please hit us up.
and you know Steve, let us know. Is it over? Is it not over?
We're just curious.
We just want an update. That's all.
Like a snobcastpod@gmail.com.
Yeah,
That's snobcastpod@gmail.com.
yeah. It would really be interesting. Wow, that's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, because it like is this the dynamic or not? Like, I don't know what I'm just stepping into. So I'll just say, yeah, man, for sure.
You know what? For sure, what else would be fucking uncomfortable? Like, imagine being a therapist. How uncomfortable does that get?
Oh, for sure.
You know, like
Like-
don't tell me you don't bring work home with you when you're a therapist. You don't get home and you tell you, yeah, today. Oh my god, today I had this guy come in. He had to get rid of his dog. He had to get rid of his dog. He couldn't keep the dog in the house. He kept chasing the dog. He kept wanting to touch its asshole. The guy. Anyway, did you take the dog out for a walk? Like how do you deal with?
Yeah, or like maybe they just come home and they can't discuss too much. They just tell like their wife, their
They
husband,
for sure
whoever,
discuss.
and they're like,
Don't
well, I could never use tongs again.
Don't give me that shit that they don't discuss with their significant other. They for sure discuss with their significant other. There's a even doctor-patient. I've heard doctor-patient confidentiality get broken. So you can just imagine.
That's shitty.
Why? They don't mention names. You know what I mean? Obviously, they don't mention names. But
if you ever knew a guy who had a cactus in his ass,
well, not a cactus, but a cucumber. Yeah, you find out about that. You don't know the person's name, but yeah. Nonetheless, like uncomfortable, especially the guy with the cucumber in his ass because he came out face down on a stretcher with a cucumber stuck in his ass. So it looked like he had an erection, but he was face down.
Wow.
And it was coming out of his ass. How funny does that look to your neighbors?
That's an uncomfortable situation.
That's an uncomfortable situation.
Imagine that.
Like they bring you down the stairs.
Yeah.
There, like
when they pull out 1/3 of a Greek salad out of your ass, for sure.
But Steve, what's the most uncomfortable situation you've ever been in? Like one of them.
Well, that I could think of, there was definitely that.
Out of your entire 29 years of existence.
Well, because I don't know. I have to.
You've never been shamed for anything.
I've watched people like yell at each other, like have like a meltdown.
Yeah,
argument while we've been out.
Yeah, like that's always uncomfortable.
That's talking about when I was with my ex.
The whole relationship.
Steve has seen some shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
I only got a T-shirt, so
It's good enough.
But yeah, no, like definitely, like you've seen some. No, not the whole relationship, but like I can't be just the whole relationship.
What are we talking about?
About the uncomfortable situation. Was that whole relationship uncomfortable?
Do you want me to answer that one?
Yeah, Steve can answer it.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Like,
For the most part. For the later parts, anyway.
Well, I've never seen someone always that angry.
You know what? It must be really uncomfortable when you're dying on stage.
Oh.
Like when you're bombing, you mean?
Bombing, when you're there. And
Well, you know what? I felt like I had bombed one time and it was the worst. I never wanted to go on stage again. I was so like oh.
Was that a CLDV?
That was a CLDV.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, wow. I felt that was like horrible. And
No, it was last year's Emmys.
I don't know. Maybe he had another moment where he like a school project or something.
This was like a year ago, maybe a bit more. Yeah.
I remember somebody puking in the middle of a presentation. That probably couldn't have been good. On the teacher.
Oh.
Projectile.
Did they get an A?
They got held back a year. I don't know if it was that year, but... Hey, Mike, you're gonna redo grade 2.
Oh, and it was wow. He was a young kid too. It wasn't like a high school thing.
Might have been grade 3.
Okay.
What are you, like 10?
Regardless,
Were you like 9 or 10?
How do you hold a kid back? How do you hold a kid back?
Well, if he's stupid.
But we're all stupid at that age.
Not really.
Nobody's like.
Well, okay, you knew him. Like, do you think he should have gone on, or was he like? Wow,
he just
like,
had a language
stupid.
barrier. He was like super keb, and he was in an English school.
Oh, okay.
So who's trying to fuck him? His parents?
Talk about an uncomfortable situation. You can't even. It's like uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
Here's another one. When I went to Cuba last year. Yeah, last year.
Well, in December.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I went to Cuba, Quebec family there, and kid is telling his mom he wants to. He's thirsty, so she goes, "Okay, go ask for water," but in French. Mm-hmm. And his question to his mother in French is, "Mais maman, comment est-ce que je demande pour de l'eau en anglais?" Translated.
Yeah.
How do I ask for what? He didn't know how to translate water.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe he knew water, but he didn't know like, can I have?
But even if you go up to the bar, the Cubans don't even know what you're telling them.
Yeah, that's true.
You go there and you say water.
Yeah, aggressively pouring.
They aggressively pour you water.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah.
it's a weird thing. The language. I was actually having this conversation the other day. Who was I with? Maybe with Andrea. I'm not sure, but about how Quebec is all about how learn French, but then when they have to learn English, I was talking about my sister. My niece goes to a private French school. My niece is in grade 1. She has an English class, and she's the best out of everyone because she speaks the most English. Everyone else speaks like one word of English, and I'm like, you see how stupid people look?
Yeah.
Like nobody gives a shit.
No.
Like none of those parents give a shit if their kids speak English or not.
If those kids practice social distancing as much as they practice English or the French, we fucking wouldn't have a lockdown happening right now.
Yeah. Let's see if you got this.
Oh, I remembered another uncomfortable situation, but I wasn't part of it, but I was like right there,
nearby.
And just how like it was made me like so uncomfortable.
Okay.
I'm at a restaurant, okay. So there's a table there, and there's like it's older people. There are people in like maybe their 50s, 60s, some kind of event or something, and you have like the one guy who's just by himself, where it's like but you look at him, you're like, well, I know why you're by yourself. He's like, he even looked sleazy, right?
Yeah.
So he's there, and there's there's the waitress there. I think she was like 20, 21 years old. He's there. He has the hand on the back. He's like talking. He's like, "Oh, if I was 10 years younger, you'd be in trouble." And it's like, "Oh, 10 even." It's like, "Yo, bro, did you not read the symbol?" The girl looks like she's like, "Oh my god, this is like the last place on earth I'd rather be in, but like a Syrian war zone than right here." And you're talking about if you were 10 years younger that you'd be in trouble. No, but you're in fucking trouble.
Some people don't get social cues.
No, they don't.
They can't pick up on it.
They don't.
I know some people like that.
Yeah, me too.
But was that a restaurant you said, Steve?
Yeah, I was at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there. I'm like, you're fucking disgusting.
Disgusting.
There was a situation. There was another uncomfortable situation. I don't remember what it was, but it involved you. Jesus. We were at his house, and we were going out, and you were with your ex.
Uh-huh.
And it was like a whole thing that you had... one of our friends had said the wrong thing to her. And she like freaked out, and she's like, "I'm not coming. I'm going home." And we were supposed to go out.
Oh yeah.
And it was like,
it was my
everybody was
birthday.
asking you. Oh yeah, it was your.
It was my birthday.
And it was like, "Are you?" And everybody was asking you, "Are you coming?" And I'm like, how uncomfortable it must have been to split between. We know you wanted to come to the party.
No, but what he said was very wrong.
Yeah, no kidding.
I wasn't gonna go anywhere.
No, I know, but at the same time, you must have been like, "Fuck."
Well, yeah, I had a party. I wanted to party, but.
That was uncomfortable.
Me, yeah.
I've seen. There's at work. You know what must be uncomfortable? Telling a patient, like going and tell a patient's family that they were operating on somebody that didn't make it.
Oh my god, that got
Could
so
you imagine
dark.
having to tell somebody that?
I would have been like, oh, if you have like a person there and they came with someone, you're like, oh yeah, your son has gonorrhea. Like that'd be pretty uncomfortable.
Oh, imagine being told that.
Fuck.
I feel like especially now, it must hurt. Imagine right now, people, like somebody calls you and you get a call. You were with somebody yesterday, they tested positive for coronavirus. You have to go get tested. You immediately start raking your brain. What did I do yesterday? Who did I come into contact with?
Well, I was in that situation. You just have to go do it, bro.
No, for sure. But still, it must still freak you out.
The most freak out moment is when you have to wait for the results.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Aside from that, you go do the test. The nurse counts up instead of down, and it's great.
She counts up.
That was so fucked up that they did that.
Yeah,
that was really fucked up.
Yeah.
Did you ever have an uncomfortable moment on stage?
On stage, yeah, I bombed once really hard at my show,
and it was like
it was the second month that we had started this.
What does it feel like in the moment?
Gina Durante was headlining for the first time. I was so confident at that show. And it wasn't even the time that we had a double show with Gino. It was because that time I was just drunk. But the first time, the first time that he ever headlined, I was so like excited for that show, and I walked on stage. I forgot everything I had to say, and I made jokes with no punchlines. It's just
you were digging deep.
Yeah, even. This past Friday, the early crowd was a bit cold, and I did some jokes that I know were written well, and they didn't laugh, and I called them out on it. I was like, "That's a good joke." And then the 9:30 came around,
and it killed.
Less people, and it was
way
killer.
Bigger energy.
Yeah, way bigger energy.
You know, there was an uncomfortable moment at a show once, the one we went to,
the Griffintown.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you got so wasted.
What happened?
I brought my own whiskey to the bar.
So for the drive, Tom brought his whiskey.
I brought a venti whiskey.
I get invited to this comedy night in the basement of a Griffintown bar, and I'm like, sure, let's go. And I tell Tom, do you want to come with me to scout out see if there's anything good happening, you know? So we go. Tom comes. And it was like $5 to get in or whatever. I paid Tom's thing, and then
whoa,
and then we go sit. They give us like this VIP table, like in this booth.
I don't know why we needed it because we were one of 7 people.
Yeah, there's that. Then we order some food. Tom's already wasted because he drank a whole thing of whiskey in the car. But he's ordering more drinks.
Like two of these, like full.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Like here.
But you know when Tommy goes big, he goes big.
Yeah.
So, but then he orders more alcohol at the bar. And Tom at one point had like a laughing fit.
I couldn't walk.
And then he couldn't walk when he got up.
Oh my God.
And my car was parked far. Anyways, all that to say that show was very sad.
Yeah. Even I, who was severely inebriated.
You didn't like it.
I didn't like it. It felt uncomfortable to whoever was up there. Like that. Okay, how do you tell a comedian that they're not funny?
No one likes to see someone bomb. It's very uncomfortable.
But how do you sit down and have a conversation?
It's an uncomfortable situation to do that.
You know, how do you sit down and say, you know what, you went up there. I don't want to sound like a dick, but you've bombed the last 17 shows, and you've only done 17 shows.
I think the thing is that if you've bombed for 2 years in a row, you should probably rethink your shit. And then you go to Just for Laughs festival, you get inspired to do comedy.
Well, we saw a show that bombed the Just for Laughs.
We did
a gala.
Yeah.
Well, but galas are always cringy. You know, you go there to see the headliner, the host, and you get 7 minutes. You get like 14 minutes of the host, and the rest are all comics. And you hope to God that those galas have good comics. But then you have comics, self-proclaimed comics that I'm so inspired to do comedy, and they do comedy, but no one's told them yet, hey bro, this isn't working out for you. And now they've transitioned to French. So
yeah, there's French comedians that have been.
They've transitioned. This one comedian I'm talking about transitioned to French comedy.
Okay. Is that?
And it's literally translated material in English.
Oh, okay.
In French, excuse me.
Oh, did it kill?
Not a David Pride situation.
No, it didn't kill.
Did not kill. And
oh god.
Oh, I didn't know. I saw a bit of a clip online, and I stopped watching after like a minute and a half. So I mean, look, it's cringy moments. I'm not saying I'm a great comic. I'm not. I know how to, be on stage. That's my forte, and I have to say I'm okay at it. Like, I'm okay with that. Even if I bomb, I just make fun of myself and people laugh.
I think the word you wanted to say was fort.
It was forte.
Okay.
But yeah, and I like the behind the scenes shit, but I also like the spotlight, so I need the spotlight a little bit.
You like to throw around that smile.
Like throw on that smile.
Throw around that smile. Be like, my hair's freshly did.
I like
my gin ton.
Yeah, my gin tonic on stage. I love to throw T-shirts in the audience, and I love now a lot.
Who wants one of these free cookies?
Yeah, now it's waffles. Now I give away.
You gave out waffles.
I gave waffles, and I also give away toilet paper because I care for people's asses.
Oh, because you're all full of shit.
I gave out masks.
And Steve gave out masks.
I gave out masks.
For real?
Yeah.
And you just launch it.
Yeah, that would be hilarious, but no.
No, I let them know I sanitized my hands before I was giving it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
It would have been amazing if you would have ran out with a bag. Grab one. No, but I feel that there's a lot of uncomfortable situations in life, and a lot of people just can't deal with it. Have you ever seen somebody like deal badly with an uncomfortable situation?
In what sense? Like drink a whole bottle of champagne and leave?
No. That was fucked up. But
what?
The anyway. No.
Steve, why are you laughing?
I think is it
Huh?
there was a situation I remember my girlfriend was in like this it was such an uncomfortable situation. She was talking to somebody, like when you can't get away from somebody, they keep following you.
And your girlfriend's a nice person.
Yeah, my girlfriend, but that's the thing. Doesn't know when to call. When you do the thing where you get up to leave a house.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you start taking your jacket. Yeah,
social
get
cues.
going. Yeah, we're gonna get going. So you go, you take your jacket, and you get to the door, and you put your shoes on, and you always have that like 30 seconds of so let me know next time you're around. Give me a call, and we'll get whenever you want. If you're here, if I'm home, just stop by.
Did you take some? I'll put the rice in a Tupperware. You could take it home.
No. There's all kinds of food in the fridge.
You should have wanted desserts.
No.
Oh, yeah, I'll pack it up. I'll put it in the
We
Tupperware.
can't. Today
Just bring
was
back the
cheat-
Tupperware if you want.
No, today was cheat day. We have to, and you're having this whole conversation.
But you look good.
Yeah. You're having this whole conversation, and like I'm putting on my shoes. and I have my shoes, and now I'm waiting, and it's like okay, and I see that the conversation is starting to continue. Now I'm getting uncomfortable because now it's like,
Do you know these people?
yeah,
Okay.
my girlfriend's cousin.
Okay.
And they were talking, and I'm like, okay. The conversation's going. She gives an answer. My girlfriend gives it sounded like a closing statement. So I reach for the door handle, and then as I'm reaching, she fires like another different topic. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask you, and I'm like, okay, retract the arm. So abort this procedure right now. And it's going and going, and we're at the door. It's 10 minutes, and I'm freaking out. I'm losing it at the door because I'm like, it's hot now. Now I got my jacket and I'm starting to sweat.
And you sweat profusely.
Yeah, I sweat profusely. I'm like, it's hot. We're here. I would rather be sitting down. And then and I heard, so actually I'm gonna give you a call because you still do the yoga classes, right?
Tom, see, this is all about social finesse. In a situation like that, you see, where that could descend into total awkwardness, you have to know how to project. You go, I'm getting hot, ha ha ha, and you open the door. And
no, that's not.
Like,
That's not even what I did. I opened the door hard and I hit her in the ass with it. I'm like, sorry, I fell.
There's also that, yeah.
I hit her in the ass really hard when she's like, oh yeah, okay, so so bye. Yeah, okay. We're really far away from Montreal. I really want to drive back home. It's 1 a.m. It's a 40-minute drive.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Shout out to Jacques Abascal.
Yeah, guys, I just want to point out that when I listen to Sans Commentaire, which you should definitely listen to that podcast, I always listen to it in my scrubs in the operating room. Like I have my phone in the pocket.
In your tit pocket.
In my tit pocket. And it's just like, it's belting. And every time I'm always passing by a room and you hear, hey, so I go there and I say, hey, want to suck my cock, and it's like super loud, and I'm like, oh my god, and I like fumbled the call every single time. Today it happened again. Hey, what are you doing? Where are you going? Hey, you're so cute. You want to have sex? And I'm like, what?
Yeah, today's Monday.
Yeah.
Well, I mean it's Tuesday, but it's Monday, right?
Yeah.
No, it's at the time of recording this podcast, it is officially.
I had the day off, so I think it's.
You had the
Sunday.
day off?
I was up north. Yeah.
Oh,
I came back today.
much felicitation.
Yeah, no, they were greatly missed.
Sure. The thing is, it's a weird time, man, and I mean, you know what I just would find what I get a lot of comfort in right now is watching a lot of fucking game shows, and like I love game shows so much.
I love Family Feud with Steve Harvey.
Yeah,
He's
Family
flat
Feud
off.
is OG now. On my for secret Amazon Fire Stick.
It's a legal thing. You can use it.
Okay, they added the Game Show Network now, so it's
Ooh.
always,
Oh, yeah.
so it's always on. It's all, but for some reason it's all the way at the end of the English channels, like literally past HBO and all that. It's like all the way at the end.
Would you
Yeah.
count Whose Line as a game show?
No, that's it. That's
There's
a comedy
points.
show.
I mean, they don't matter, but there is points.
Good call. Good call. I'll have to look into that one.
All right, you get back to me.
Did you ever like Jeopardy?
Well, if it's on, I'm not excited about it. I like the shows that are like Match Game that like involve celebrities or like Hollywood Squares or like last night.
You just want to listen to Gilbert Gottfried. Whatever.
I don't understand. But the last night, because we had like nothing to watch up north, right? So we were channel surfing the entire weekend, and there was like 10
You
o'clock.
didn't bring the stick up.
It didn't work. So
You had to bring your remote.
You couldn't connect to the
I did.
Wi-Fi, yeah?
Oh, you
no, they blocked the input buttons on the TVs.
Wow.
I fucking hate these people.
The HDMI was free. I'm like, great. I went to push the button. There was like a hard button. Like you couldn't push the
What
button.
the
You know.
And it wasn't on the
Fuck's
remote
the
either.
point?
No.
Assholes.
Anyways, so the thing is, last night at 10 o'clock, Joel McHale from Community
Nice.
is hosting this new game show
Oh, that's
called
how you say
Card
his name.
Sharks.
McHale.
McHale.
What
thought
you
it was-
what you think it was?
Macaulay.
Anyways, how do you say Macaulay Culkin?
Macaulay Culkin.
So this is like an hour game show that like Andrew and I are in bed watching, and I'm like, I get so pumped, like, oh my god, it's a fucking game show, and she's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I just really love game shows. Then she like proceeds to tell me how cute I am because I like game shows. Then today she comes over. We were just chilling at my house for a bit. I turn on the TV, and that was at the hotel. And I turn on the TV, and what's on? But like this show with Alfonso Ribeiro from Fresh Prince
Oh,
called
yes.
Catch 21, another card game. And,
It's like blackjack.
It's like
Another
blackjack.
is there other card games?
Well, Card Sharks. Well, I just mentioned Joel McHale.
Yeah, card sharks.
It's a card
You
game?
fucking idiot.
It's like, well, like,
You fucking ass. I start ripping it to you.
but guys, I just really love game shows. Like even like Price is Right. If it's on, I'll watch it.
Price,
Like,
yeah.
Price is Right, of
Yeah, of
course.
course.
Press Your Luck, Whammy. No whammies, no whammies.
Where the fuck? Okay, do you get all these game shows off
Game
the-
Show
the
Network.
Game Show Network.
There's an entire
because,
network.
Yeah.
Because you seem like super familiar with it. I
Yeah.
like grew up with Price is Right
Yeah.
and
And
like
Uh-oh.
Wheel of Fortune.
On YTV.
Yes,
yeah.
With
YTV
Wink.
Classic.
Yahoo!
That was a fucking classic. Thank
Yeah.
you for bringing that one back.
No, but I think the thing is because growing up, we had the Game Show Network living with my mom, and also traveling a lot with my mom in the States. Game Show Network was always on everywhere, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of repeats. So Family Feud, Match Game, who I like probably one of my favorites. They do the celebrity panel thing, and you have to fill in the blank.
You just like Deborah Giovanni.
That's the Canadian one. Yeah.
Oh, why? There's a different one.
Well, the American Match Game was the best.
I never watched.
Who was host?
Gene Rayburn, and he had the little microphone. Hello, everybody. How are you today?
Oh, like a '60s mic.
Yeah,
And
like
it
the
was-
Bob Barker mic,
And
but
it was
short.
all like, "Hi everyone, I'm Gene Rayburn, and we're here for Match Game."
Is Bob Barker dead?
No, he's not actually.
No,
He's still
He's like
alive.
98 or
he's
something.
retired.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you know
Yeah.
what? In case that happens before this podcast, there's rest in peace, Bob Barker.
God.
Jesus Christ. You have a thing. Tom always sends me messages on Instagram. You know, on Snob.
Me too. he
On
says
Snob, I'll
that.
post like vintage pictures of actors and things, and Tom will just write "rest in peace." So I started doing it to him. Now.
Only when it's somebody who is like
No.
on their way out. You
No,
know.
the other day you posted something of a young person. I wrote "rest in peace" one day.
yeah, but it's good. It's fun. It's because they're all gonna die and they know it.
I should do it when you post your F1 shit.
Wow, you're such a fucking racist.
What? Steve and I both agree that we've never heard you talk about the F1.
Never
You guys don't like it.
It's
Never
yeah, but
once.
it's kind of like how that I kind of like baseball, but I don't talk about it with you guys.
You
But I
like baseball?
You didn't? Okay, no, everyone knows that, you piece of shit.
It's like the only sport I watch. I don't talk about it.
Well, we're not talking about women's volleyball. I like watching it when it's the Olympics because everybody looks good.
That's
But
true.
we're not talking about it.
But you're talking about the F1. That's literally. Can I just make a statement? That's literally just.
It takes skill. It takes a lot of skill.
No, you know what? It takes a lot of patience to fucking watch.
It takes a lot of skill.
No, I don't doubt it.
There are
There
are only 20-ish people
No, I
racing.
I don't disagree.
It's the most elite group of people.
You know what the problem
Look
is?
at professional soccer. There's like 7,000 soccer players.
Yeah, but because there's like 7,000 teams. It's like the same guys, and they're all so fucking good that you really need someone to like miss 1 millimeter.
Okay, listen.
Of
This
fucking-
situation
of
is
time
getting uncomfortable.
to,
So
like, go, and
I'm
it's
gonna
like,
diffuse the situation with this.
The Hype Man's Ethnic Song of the Week.
Before we get to that, can I just mention?
Fuck you guys.
Can I just mention how if you follow Chef Tom on Instagram every Sunday or something, because that's a race day, right? Sunday's
race day.
guys.
Sunday's race day.
He'll
You guys
po-
don't make fun of people when they post Monday Night Football.
He posts things like, "Oh,
Okay.
great race."
Fucking
I
assholes.
can't even get through it. He'll post things like, "Oh, great race today. Really, really close for Vettel or whoever the fuck
Tom,
is playing." You
I
know?
Vettel's not close to anybody. Okay, Ferrari's doing horrible. Shut the fuck
Tom,
up.
I swear to God, like before, like the quarantine one, there I had no idea you even like fucking said the words F1. In a
No,
sentence.
I've never heard you say, "Yeah, guys, I went to the race today." Like what?
I've been to Formula One so many times,
So have I, but I don't mention it. You know,
but you don't like it. I enjoy it. Fucking guys.
So this week's ethnic song of the week, does it involve F1, Steve?
F1, F2. Fuck you and fuck you. How's that?
Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. What
Is it a classic in
involves.
some parts of the world?
Yeah, technically yes. It was a big hit at the time. It became a bigger hit later on because the
At the time, it was a big hit. But
Yeah.
then afterwards, it became an even bigger hit.
Well, that happens sometimes.
Well,
Yeah,
here
like Eiffel 65.
I'll give you some background. Okay, so this song that I'm about to grace you with came out in 1998. It was a big hit in its home country, but then a few years later, it became before memes are memes.
Oh my god, that was a dark time.
It was very. It came. People saw it. Actually, that's how I saw it. I saw it in the early 2000s.
Okay.
And it was all like, "Oh, what the fuck is going on?" Because it's I mean, you'll have many questions, and especially if you watch the music video. Which
I don't even know what's going on.
I'll
See,
delve
you've
into
said
that.
all these words. I haven't been able to keep up with anything you said.
Well,
I don't even know what's
then
going
it looks
on.
like I should introduce the song.
Go for it.
So it's Tunak Tunak Tune by Daler Mendy.
I feel like I've heard this.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you have. Let's give it a listen.
Oh, it's such a wedding song.
Remember those?
Wow. Why does it remind me of another song?
It reminds me of Slumdog Millionaire.
What? Wow.
What? It's not Indian?
It is Indian.
So I'm not wrong.
What?
I'm not racist like Tom.
No one's close to battle. Okay, so some background on this, okay, because I think it deserves a lot, okay? So first, I'll start with the song, and then I'll
Song and title and artist, please.
So it is Tunak Tunak Tune by
course.
the popular and legendary, I'm going to put that in for myself, Daler Mendy, okay? Now, so Tunak Tunak Tune, it's basically the sound that this specific instrument makes. It's called, I think it's a tumbi, he mentioned, a tumba. So makes that sound, and so it kind of goes from different kind of subjects, like pretty randomly. Like he starts off talking, he's like, "Oh, listen to the strings play," and like, "Come and love me, sweetheart," And then after he goes like 180, and he's like, "Oh, the world's full of colors, but it's not good or bad." It's like, okay, that's a little
What?
That's a little existential crisis material going on.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I know. And he's like, and then he goes back to being like, oh, you know, kind of like, hey, baby. And then after he goes back to again, oh, there's lots of colors, but they mean nothing, you know? So it's like, whoa, what's going on?
Is he having a crisis?
I don't know, but it certainly doesn't sound like it. And like I was saying, there was a more story attached to this. So apparently he's a very very popular artist at the time, and a lot of his critics that they didn't like his music, they were saying, oh, people just listen to him because in his music video he has like hot girls dancing around and this and that.
You think?
So in this music video for this song,
my boss literally told me that he puts music with hot girls shuffling to it.
Exactly. That's what they were saying.
He doesn't even listen to the songs.
So, you know, to counter that, he's like, okay, you think that? He did this song. The music video was just him in it. It's like different versions of him, and they all combine to become one super version of him. And he's the only person in it to just be like, oh, yeah, you think it's because of that, so fuck you. And, well, I guess he was right, because it did become a big hit in India.
Well, there you go. Well, I mean, I feel like it's easier to become a big hit in India.
No, you know, it's not.
It's
because don't forget,
it's Bollywood and stuff, you know, man.
India's a country of over 1 billion people. It has a super big music industry and movie industry and all that. So it's actually very competitive.
Really?
Yeah. It's not like the F1.
You guys are making fun of me with this shit.
So once again, Steve, title and artist, please.
Go
So
fuck yourself.
the title is Tunak Tunak Tune by Dollar Mendy.
Oof.
I think I'm just going to speak like this for the rest of the podcast.
You could do what you want, as long as you're not louder than a fucking F1 car.
Oh, you know what else I wanted to talk about? No, what else I wanted to talk about when we were saying uncomfortable situations.
Yeah.
When you guys you started dating your girlfriends, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever feel weird letting one rip in front?
That's hilarious. Actually, that was one of my bits that I did on the
For real?
weekend. Yeah. Steve, Steve, you can go first.
I don't rip in front of anybody.
Yeah, it's a
You don't rip a fart like
In
front of
you
know who rips a farts in front of
Joe.
And
you.
Exactly.
And you too, I feel.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, only when we're in the movies. Only when we're in the movie theater. Those
true.
leather seats, they amplify the sound. No, but it was hard. The first time it happened, I apologized for an entire week.
Yeah, I took him to a premiere, and that's what he did. He farted the entire.
Oh no,
fucking
no! When it happened, yeah, and it was hilarious because every time I did it, I would whisper it. I'm still doing it.
I also don't let it rip unless it comes out, you know. But my girlfriend doesn't have a problem.
No,
she actually. It's funny because every time she does it, she laughs.
Yeah, well,
which
you
is
see, they're
hilarious.
cool about it. Some people it turns them off, like literally.
No, I'm
them
okay
off.
with it. I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious that she laughs at it. But I don't. I'm like, oh, babe, here's the next one. You know, like I don't do that.
Like I don't have some friends that like fart in front of me. I personally unless I'm drunk, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna I feel like it's like, you know, I want to be proper. Look who we're talking to.
Yeah, you watch F1.
Jesus Christ.
You watch the F1. I mean, it's proper as it comes, I guess.
You know,
you're not wrong.
But I have there's some people I know that I work.
Yeah.
I work.
That smell like farts.
Sometimes.
What?
When the Polish guy gets going.
Oh, it's all the kielbasa.
It's not the kielbasa. It's the fact that his liver is the size of a raisinette.
Those are good.
And he's just ripping out. They're gross farts. That's all they are. It's just yeasty farts.
That sounds like not a thing you'd want to have happen that much at a hospital. I don't think it affects anything, but it sounds unsanitary.
We have some people at our office, Steve and I, that just rip farts sometimes. But I mean, Steve and I see eye to eye for a lot of things. So, and farting is one of them.
So here's the thing.
And ketchup.
Do you think you can get coronavirus if somebody vaporizes a fart in front of your face?
Why would that even happen, Tom?
Like if you're bending down and next to somebody and they don't know that you're there and they
maneuver a fart?
You know, like one runs away.
No, I don't think that's possible. It goes from your ass.
Are there particles that come out, or you just get instant pink eye?
It's probably instant pink eye. I've always been scared of instant. You know, like hotel pillows and stuff. Like, what if someone farted in this pillow? You know?
Have you guys
depends
ever
what people
pink
do.
eye?
No, never.
I've
Never.
Pink eye.
No.
Not come with.
I tend to not fart on my pillows.
Yeah, me neither. Or my girlfriend's pillows.
Yeah. But it seems like it can't just be that because I feel like too many people have gotten pink eye to only get it.
There's
that.
for sure brothers and sisters that have gotten it, like when you're fighting and you fart on your brother or sister's head. You know,
I never did that though.
I never did that. I was an only child.
Yeah, and my sister was like 13 years older than I am, so
she would have definitely been able to fart on your head.
maybe Steve's brother, but I don't think that was a relationship.
Imagine when you were 2 years old, she put you down on the couch and she just farted on your head and you don't know.
She probably did. I don't remember.
It wiped. It was so strong. It wiped your memory that day.
Yeah.
It was like a neuralizer for Men in Black.
Yeah. What a great movie.
I know.
Talk about movies. Before we go, did you guys hear that they released the title for Borat 2?
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Okay, so Borat 2 is going to be released hopefully before the election. That's what everyone's hoping. But you want to hear the title?
Let's hear it.
So the first film was like Borat. I don't remember what it was
called. For Make Better.
Yeah, but anyways, but now.
Oh, wait, you want me to get it?
Yeah, because I have the second title.
Can you pull that up, Jamie?
Jamie, do you mind? No, the title of Borat, the first one.
Not Borat.
Yeah, I'm going for the first. Oh yeah, okay.
So Steve, the first title of Borat was.
It was Borat: Cultural Learnings of America for Make Benefit, Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan.
All right, so. Borat 2 officially has the title. Sacha Baron Cohen let it rip in regards to farts yesterday. So do you guys want to know what the title is?
Yeah. Do it.
Borat, gift of pornographic monkey to Vice Premier Michael Pence to make benefit recently diminished nation of Kazakhstan. So once again, Borat, gift of pornographic monkey to Vice Premier Mikhail Pence to make benefit recently diminished nation of Kazakhstan.
Vice Premier.
Yeah.
I love it.
Recently diminished.
Yes. So hopefully that comes very soon. I cannot wait.
Yeah,
because he filmed it entirely in quarantine.
People have been posting pictures that they've been seeing Borat fucking in cars and stuff.
Yeah. So I mean. That's the tea there.
Oh wow!
I mean, I don't know. Anything else make you uncomfortable besides maybe? What would you if Borat came up to you? Would you? First of all, my question about Sacha Baron Cohen.
How do they not know?
I think is a comedic genius.
Yeah, he is.
How do people at this point in time with the internet? I could understand maybe in 2006.
Some people still don't know who he is.
Yeah, no, I get that he does other caricatures of people, like he'll dress up as other people, which is fine. That you can never really know. But if you go around as Borat, how do you not know?
Yeah, seriously.
Like, do you live under a fucking rock? You know, like what's the situation?
Well, I think that it's a lot of like people that a lot of Republicans probably don't know who he is.
That's weird.
Yeah,
because why would they watch a movie about a foreigner?
That's true.
Yeah, but like
they don't like half the people in their country.
Yeah, but Borat, you inadvertently see it everywhere. That's how
us as North Americans.
Not if all you search on YouTube is Jesus Christ.
What?
Not if all you search on YouTube is Jesus Christ.
No, but they have friends.
You know what they should watch?
Oh, look at this.
Look at this Borat character.
They should watch Bruno.
I didn't enjoy Bruno.
It was too much.
But the thing is, Sacha either goes right on point or he was a bit too far. Bruno was a bit too far for me. Borat, the dictator, and his latest show, which was released 2 years ago, This Is America, on Showtime, was fucking hilarious.
How was
I didn't watch that.
Hilarious. Yeah. Dude, like, he does so many characters in that one show, and he just literally...
The Dictator was incredible. I watched it for the first time with you guys, and it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, see, that was more like a movie, you know? But, like, Borat's, like, literally, like, mockumentary. Yeah. Like, he's going to people that are, like...
But I find the movie wasn't as good as when Borat used to do, like, the skits on the show.
I thought the movie was hilarious. Dude, it was nominated for Oscars.
Yeah.
Come on.
I watch Formula 1. What do I know?
That's a good point. Any closing remarks, gentlemen?
I hope they make one more Fast and Furious movie.
Well, hopefully F9 is coming out in 2021.
Oh my God, that's 8 more Fs than I'm used to.
They were playing Fate of the Furious and a few other ones, and Bourne movies on the weekend.
Oh no, yeah, no. I saw a meme about that. They were doing like a comparison between PlayStation and Xbox movies, and then they started naming the Xboxes as Fast and Furious movies.
Oh Jesus, Steve.
Closing remark. Dune is going to be coming out. It looks incredible from what we've seen. I'm very excited. I've told you before. Actually, no, I'll say it now. Denis Villeneuve is exactly the person you need to do a Dune movie. So I think
in 2 parts. He said he wouldn't do it if it was.
Well, no,
Dune
you
or
can't.
Doom?
No, Dune.
Dune, like sand dunes.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
I thought they were making a Doom movie. What's Dune?
Dune. It's a
Frank Herbert novel.
Yeah, it's based on a very, very popular novel.
Yeah, well, David Lynch directed the first one. That's why I don't know.
Oh, it did not end well.
Yeah.
That one. I saw it.
Watched some David Lynch stuff, and let me tell you.
Yeah, we don't talk about him.
Well, that didn't land. But I mean, like I said, Denis Villeneuve is exactly who you want doing a Dune movie.
Yeah, very excited about that. Tom, any closing remarks?
Keep your head above water, guys.
Yeah, and keep watching F1, I guess.
Fuck you.
And with all that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been this week's episode of Snobcast, and we will see you all, hopefully, maybe, next week.